money going into a bank account and then gaining interest. So Zosia puts in £500 and we need to know the length of time it's in the account and the interest rate. This is a straightforward compound interest calculation which you should be familiar with from National 5 applications or National 5 maths. The interest rate is 3%, so the 1st of January 2019 is when the interest rate changes to something else, but initially it's 3% per year. The length of time is a little harder. It's from July through to December 2017, which is half a year. It's 7 months, 7 through to 12. And then the full year of 2018. So that's 1.5 years. So we do 500 multiplied by 1.03, which is the multiplier to increase the number by 3%. But this is to the power of 1.5. And that's the difference that you get at the higher apps that you didn't get at National 5, is you would never have had that decimal point in the experiment. So by the end of it, she will have £522.67. In part B, we have money coming in and going out of the account, and also don't forget that the interest rate is changing. So this is a question with a good level of difficulty, I think. So we start with a £100 withdrawal. So we take away 100 from the previous amount we worked out in part A. So we're going to start with £422.67. Then we are going to need to accumulate this for 1 year over 2019. So let's look at the interest rate. In effect, it's 2% per half year, and that's all the way until July 2020, so it's still going to be 2%. So we multiply by 1.02, and this is also where it gets difficult, is that each of these interest rates is for a different time period. The first one is per year, but this one is per half year. We're doing this for an entire year, so there are 2 half years in a year. So we do it to the power of 2. You could do 1.02 times 1.02, but doing it to the power 2 is shorter and quicker. So this will give us £439.75. And we can just round to the nearest penny as we go through it, or you can just keep the same value in your calculator. It doesn't matter as far as I'm aware for the marks. Then it's a £150 deposit, so we need to add on £150. And be careful whether the money's coming in or going out. So we're starting the next period with £589.75, beginning of 2020. Then we need to work out how much this is until January 2021. So let's look back at the information. The 1.02 was for the 2% increase for half a year. That takes us up until the end of June, which is half a year. So 1.02 you could say to the power 1 for 1 half year, but you don't have to have to the power 1. Then we have 6 more months in 2020, and now the interest rate is 1.01 a month. So we multiply by 1.01 to the power 6 for half a year, or 6 months, and we get £638.55. So now it's a withdrawal. We take away £80 and we start our next calculation with £558.55, and it's still 1% a month, so it's 1.01, and we need to think about how many months this is. It's from the 1st of January 2021 to the beginning of May 2022. Now, May is month 5, but it's the 1st of May, so we're not including interest for May, so it's only months 1, 2, 3 and 4, as well as the entirety of 2021, which is 12 months. So it's 16 months altogether. So we put it to the power of 16. Now remember, it has to be the same time period for the multiplier and the exponent. So the 1.01 is monthly, and 16 is the number of months. So finally, we will have £654.94.